हाय गाइस, तो चलिए पढ़ते हैं नर्वस सिस्टम के बारे में. As we know, to maintain the homeostasis in our body, the functions of organ or organ systems must be coordinated. Coordination, that is the process through which two or more organs interact and complement the function of one another. For example, when our muscular activity increases, the energy demand of the tissue also increases. Since the energy demand increases, therefore the supply of oxygen to that tissue, that also increases. To compensate the supply of oxygen, our body increases our respiration rate, heartbeat, and the flow of blood to that tissue or organ. Therefore, for all of this to take place, coordination must be provided by the several organ system of our body, and this coordination is provided by the neural system or the endocrine system. हमारा nervous system जो coordination provide करता है, that is a point to point connection and it is a very quick coordination, whereas the coordination provided by our endocrine system, it is comparatively slower than the nervous system. The basic unit of a nervous system are special cells. These are known as neurons. These neurons detect, receive and transmit the signal or different kind of stimuli. Let's talk about the complexity of nervous system present in different animals. तो जो न्यूरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होता है लोअर इनवर्टिब्रेट्स में, जैसे कि हाइड्रा, it is very simple and only a network of neurons is present. However, in insects, a brain is also present along with number of ganglia and neural tissue. Ganglia are the group of neurons. Of vertebrates में, it is a very developed and a complex nervous system present. Now let's talk about our human nervous system. ताकि हमने देखा कि nervous system की basic unit एक neuron होती है. Let's take a look at the structure of neuron. These are the extremities which are present on neuron, और इन्हीं से neuron एक signal या stimuli को detect करता है. These are known as dendrites. This region is the cell body. This is the cell body of a neuron. This is the nucleus, and inside this nucleus several granular bodies are present. Several granules are present. These are also present inside the dendrites. These are known as Nissel's granule. इनका फंक्शन हम थोड़ी देर में देखते हैं. This long region of neuron, this is known as axon. Axon में different parts होते हैं. Axon के ऊपर एक पतली सी layer present होती है, that is known as myelin sheath. Myelin sheath. और कुछ न्यूरॉन्स में ये myelin sheath special cells से covered होती है. These cells are known as Schwann cells. This region of neuron is axon terminal. और several bulb-like structures present होते हैं न्यूरॉन के एंड में. These are known as synaptic knobs. तो जैसा कि हमने देखा, a neuron, it is a microscopic structure which is the basic structural and functional unit of nervous system. Neuron is composed of three parts: cell body, dendrites and axons. This is the cell body, these are the dendrites, and this is axon region. And as we talked, cell body और dendrites में special granules present होते हैं. These are known as Nissel's granule. Nissel's granules, these are a complex of endoplasmic reticulum and ribosome. What are the function of these Nissel's granule? These Nissel's granule help in the protein synthesis of neurons, protein synthesis as well as transport of proteins. short fibers which branch repeatedly and project out of the cell body, these are known as dendrites, and Nissel's granules are also present in those dendrites. डेंड्राइट्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं न्यूरॉन में. इन्हीं के थ्रू एक न्यूरॉन एक स्टिमुलाई या सिग्नल को रिसीव करता है और आगे ट्रांसमिट करता है. एक्सॉन इज अ लॉन्ग फाइबर. द डिस्टल एंड इज ब्रांच्ड और एक्सॉन ट्रांसमिट्स अ नर्व इम्पल्स अवे फ्रॉम द सेल बॉडी टू अ साइनेप्स और अ न्यूरोमस्कुलर जंक्शन. इसके बारे में हम बाद में देखेंगे. और एक्सॉन टर्मिनल के एंड में सेवरल बल्ब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं. These are known as synaptic knobs. इन synaptic knobs में एक स्पेशल केमिकल होता है. These are known as neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters, these helps in transmitting the signal further either to a synapse or a neuromuscular junction. Now, based on the number of axons and dendrites, there are different kind of neurons. A multipolar neuron, जो हमने पहले देखा, this is an example of a classic neuron present in our body. Bipolar neuron with one axon and one dendrite, these are found in the retina of the eyes. And unipolar neurons, one axon is present and these are usually found in embryonic stage. As I told you earlier, axon के ऊपर एक पतली लेयर प्रेजेंट होती है, that is known as myelin. On the basis of this, axons are of two types, myelinated axons और non-myelinated. Myelinated axon के ऊपर Schwann cells present होते हैं which form the myelin sheath. हालांकि unmyelinated nerve fiber के ऊपर भी Schwann cells होते हैं but these do not form the myelin sheath around the axons. And the gap between two myelin sheaths, this is known as nodes of Ranvier. Myelinated nerve fibers are present in spinal and cranial nerves, and unmyelinated or non-myelinated nerve fibers, these are present in autonomic and somatic neural system. Now let's take a look at classification of nervous system. Our nervous system is classified into two categories, CNS and PNS. CNS is known as the central nervous system and PNS is the peripheral nervous system. Further, PNS is divided into two categories, somatic neural system and autonomic neural system. Autonomic nervous system is further divided into sympathetic and parasympathetic neural system. Now let's take a look at the CNS and the PNS. CNS, the central nervous system, this includes the brain and the spinal cord of our body. CNS, it is the main site of processing and control. PNS or peripheral nervous system, it is composed of all the nerves which are associated with the CNS. Now, as we talked earlier, PNS, it is further divided into two divisions, somatic neural system and autonomic neural system. जो हमारा somatic neural system है, this transfers the signal from the CNS to skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles यानी कि the voluntary muscles of our body. Voluntary muscles are the muscles which are under our control. And autonomic neural system, this transmits the impulse from the CNS to the involuntary organs of our body and the smooth muscles. तो जो हमारा autonomic nervous system है, इसका primary function है homeostasis maintain करना, and also the autonomic nervous system maintains several vital life processes like digestion, metabolism, urination, defecation, blood pressure, sexual response, body temperature, heartbeat, breathing, fluid balance. Another type of nervous system present in our body is the visceral nervous system. This is a part of the PNS. It is made up of several kind of nerve fibers, ganglia and plexuses. और ये जो visceral nervous system है, this helps in the impulse travel from the CNS to the several visceral organs of our body. तो जैसा कि हमने अभी तक पढ़ा, CNS is composed of brain and spinal cord. PNS, this includes all the nerves associated with the brain and spinal cord of our body. Somatic neural system, this helps in the transfer of impulse from the CNS to the skeletal muscles or the voluntary muscles of our body. And autonomic neural system, this helps in the transfer of impulse from the CNS to the involuntary muscles of our body. Now let's take a look at sympathetic and parasympathetic neural system. तो जो हमारा autonomic neural system है, it is further divided into sympathetic and parasympathetic neural system. Sympathetic nervous system, it is responsible for the flight or fight response of our body. That means during the condition of stress or an emergency, sympathetic nervous system prepares our body either for fight or flight response. This calms the body down and bring our body to a rest and digest state or the feed and breed responses. तो जो हमारा सिंपैथेटिक और पैरासिम्पैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम है, इसमें डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ नर्व्स एसोसिएटेड होती हैं. तो द नर्व्स विच आर एसोसिएटेड विद सिंपैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम, these are located near the thoracic and lumbar region of our spinal cord, and the nerves associated with the parasympathetic nervous system, these are located between the spinal cord and the medulla. Like this is our brain and this is the spinal cord. Brain, which is also known as cranium, this is the cranial region. This is the cervical region. This is the thoracic region of our spinal cord, followed by lumbar region, and finally the sacral region or the sacrum region. So from this brain and spinal cord, different nerves निकलती हैं which are distributed all over the body. तो जो sympathetic nervous system के nerves हैं, these are found around the cranial, thoracic and lumbar region of our spinal cord. And the nerves which are associated with the parasympathetic nervous system, these are found around the cranial region, and some nerves are found around the sacral region which are associated with the parasympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system, it is involved in the flight or fight response of the body, and parasympathetic nervous system, this maintains the homeostasis and it is responsible for the rest and digest response, that is calming our body down and bringing our body to a rest stage. Sympathetic nervous system prepares us for any potential danger that might be present in our surrounding, while the parasympathetic nervous system, this brings the body to a state of calmness. Sympathetic nervous system, इसमें shorter neurons present और hence a faster response time, and as compared to the sympathetic nervous system, parasympathetic nervous system has longer neuron pathways, hence slow response time. And as the sympathetic nervous system, this prepares the body for any potential danger, therefore this increases the heartbeat and the muscles tense up, while parasympathetic nervous system जो हमारी बॉडी को काम करता है, therefore it reduces the heartbeats and muscle relaxes. And during the state of danger or emergency, our pupil dilates, saliva secretion is inhibited, so adrenaline is released in our body. During the state of any stress or danger, our energy demand increases, therefore more glycogen is converted into glucose. While when our parasympathetic nervous system is working, saliva secretion increases to increase the rate of digestion. So as we studied nervous system, it is divided into two categories, CNS and PNS. CNS, it is composed of brain and spinal cord. PNS or the peripheral nervous system, this consists of all the nerves associated with the CNS. PNS, which is further divided into somatic neural system and autonomous neural system. Somatic neural system, this helps in transmission of nerve impulse from the CNS to the voluntary muscles or the skeletal muscles of our body. Autonomous neural system, it is responsible for the transfer of impulse from the CNS to the involuntary or the smooth muscles of our body. And also this autonomous nervous system is divided into two categories, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. While the sympathetic nervous system, it prepares our body for the fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic nervous system, it brings our body to the state of calmness. PNS is associated with the nerve fibers of the CNS. Now let's take a look at what kind of nerve fibers there are present in PNS. तो जो हमारा पेरिफेरल नर्वस सिस्टम है, इसमें दो तरह के नर्व फाइबर्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं, द एफरेंट नर्व फाइबर्स एंड द इफरेंट नर्व फाइबर्स. तो हमारी बॉडी में जो इम्पल्सेस जनरेट होते हैं, दीज ट्रेवल फ्रॉम द CNS टू द टारगेट टिश्यू or from the target tissue to the CNS. The nerve fibers which are associated with the transfer of impulses from the tissue to the CNS, these are the efferent nerve fibers. And the nerve fibers that transfer the signal or the impulse from the CNS to the target tissue, these are the efferent nerve fibers.